So Lindsey, what would be your 3 takeaways from the book?
Well, really, my top takeaways on this, one is dealing with the dark side. And what we mean by that really is the challenge of change. How do you deal with conflict? How do you respond to the conflict? And really, actually for me, it was about how do you mitigate the risk of conflict and really think about who your allies are as much as who your opponents might be. And where are you going to put your energy into this transformation project to actually make it successful and make it happen. Very, very key. And the other side to this actually is also look after yourself. That can get really lost in these change management programs, especially if you're the person delivering it. You must look after yourself. Have that board of personal advisors. Even if they're friends or other business colleagues, make sure you've got people who are going to help you through this and help you through it at work as well. But also look after your own fitness, because you're going to need to have ways of coping with stress, because it is painful, but this book will help get you through it. How about you, Bal? What do you think?
Great tips, great takeaways. I mean, there'd be 3 for me. One about the power of soft skills, then we're talking about the importance of planning, and then communication motivation. So soft skills are things we're not really taught in school, but when I ask people, for example, to go to the moon, what did they need? 70% of the things that come out are soft skills: communication, influence and persuasion, resilience, courage. And that's what we need to make change happen, because most people are resistant to change. In the future, it's going to be even more important, because a lot of the mundane, repetitive tasks will be done by machines. So we have to focus on the things that are very human and hard for machines to do: empathy, imagination, creativity, and ethics. Then planning. You need a strategy. So when I work with teams, I say, why run when we should better think about where we want to go, so as you said, we can mitigate risk and be more successful. I compare it like building a house. If you build a house, you start at the foundations, and if they're strong, your building would last for decades or centuries. But if you run to the doing, which is common, you'll quickly find pitfalls. And then the communication. It's very different to say, do this, or how would you like to do it? Or to say, that was bad, or how would you like to do it differently? So how you communicate, depending on the personality of the receiver, will adjust their response. So what do you want them to do? Do you want them to give more, or do you want them to close down? And that also makes people more motivated. And as we know, intrinsic motivation is more powerful than external motivation, because people give more. They give a discretionary effort. And that's based on, as we saw in the book, on purpose. If people feel a purpose, they give more. If they have autonomy and some freedom, they're going to be more motivated too. And thirdly, mastery. If they're learning something while they're working. So they would be my 3 takeaways.